Good evening, everybody, and welcome to another edition of the Tacoma Stars Coaches Show. I'm Tacoma Stars Public Address Announcer Randy McNair, along with Tacoma Stars Coach and General Manager Darren Sawatsky. And tonight, the San Diego Sockers come to the Accesso Shower Center in Kent, Washington to take on the Tacoma Stars, a team that the Stars have had some issues with this year. They sit with a record of 0-3 against the Sockers this year, with a chance tonight to get that one win. And it would be a big win, as the Stars are right in the middle of a Pacific Division playoff spot. They're looking for that second seed, and they're battling it out with the Ontario Fury, who are also playing tonight, taking on the El Paso Coyotes, a team coach that you beat last week on Friday. Game, you said you were going to score a lot of goals, and you did, and it kept you in the playoff race with the Ontario Fury. Coach, at one point you were up by 5 goals, and El Paso made it interesting, had us on the edge of our seats at one point of the game. Coach, was there any letting off the gas in that game as far as stepping away from the game plan just because you had that big 5-goal lead?
Indoor soccer is an interesting game because one small mistake can lead to 2 quick goals. And, our guys decided to change things up a little bit because they found a little bit of success, and it just took a little refocusing to get them back going the way they should be.
If I know Darren Sawatsky, I know the wheels are always turning in that head of yours. Coach, you've played San Diego 3 times this year. You've put 3 different lineups on the field against them. Coach, what do you have in store tonight? This has to work out to your advantage, playing them 3 times, and you get to try something new tonight to beat them.
They're a very good team. They've been the class of our division since I've been involved in the league. Having a couple of new targets is definitely something a little bit different that they'll have to face. It completes our team a little bit more, and we're still a work in progress. But I think you'll see something a little different out of us tonight.
Coach, you mentioned it, the new addition of Nick Pereira and Taylor Bond. You haven't had these guys against the San Diego Sockers this year yet. So the first game where you get to put those 2 together, they've had some time to gel together with the Stars so far this year. So this has got to be a big advantage for you playing with these guys in this game tonight.
Both of those guys are prolific goal scorers in our league. I mean, Nick's as good a target as any in all of the MASL, and Taylor's that up-and-coming guy. He's and the interesting part is you look at him and think that he's really young and new, and he's actually put up some big numbers. So, if those guys get hot, it definitely helps our team and complements the way that we play.
Talk about this guy every coach's show when we play the Sockers. He has such a big impact on the game when you play against the Sockers, and that's Craig Childs. Big scorer for them, big point scorer, and he's always has a big effect on the game when the Stars play him. So, Coach, you've had many opportunities to stop Craig. How are you going to stop Craig tonight at the Shower Center?
I've known Craig a long time, known about him even longer. He went to San Diego State with a good friend of mine, Dennis Sanchez, and he, I remember watching him all the way back in those days, which is a while now because he's been in San Diego for a few years. But, at the end of the day, we need to do what we do well. If guys concentrate, that takes care of itself. We don't key particularly off of Craig or any other player. The reality is our guys need to win their duels when they're in 1v1 situations, and if they do, it puts us in a good position to win games.
Tonight is Military Appreciation Night, Coach. Anything you have to say to the soldiers joining us tonight and across the world, United States Armed Forces?
Both my grandfathers and my grandmother served in World War II, and there isn't a day that goes by that I don't think about how lucky I am to coach soccer for a living, for the sacrifices that they made. I have cousins, uncles, and my niece that all serve, and we are so very proud of all of you and so very thankful that we have the opportunity to have the life we have because of what you do. So thank you very much.
The Tacoma Stars thank our armed forces. It's Military Appreciation Night, and we are so thankful for everything that you have done for this country and for us. Thank you to our armed forces. Got a big game tonight. San Diego Sockers and the Tacoma Stars. Stars looking for their first win against the Sockers this year, looking to keep pace with the Ontario Fury, who is playing tonight against the Coyotes, the Stars, the Sockers. It's coming up next. Fans, please turn your attention to the field as we welcome a very special guest joining us tonight. Please help me welcome Commander Don Linegang for our ceremonial first kick. Commander Linegang was raised in Tacoma and graduated from Lincoln High School. He attended Oregon State University and was their starting goalkeeper until he graduated in 1984. Commander Linegang served 24 years in the Navy, which included multiple flying tours with Helicopter Combat Support Squadron 11 in San Diego, as well as other operational tours at the Naval Academy, Commander Carrier Group 1, the Pentagon, and as commanding officer of Navy Recruiting for Alaska, Washington, Idaho, and Montana. For the last 10 years, he has served as the executive director of USO Northwest. And tonight, granddaughter Victoria will be taking the kick. Victoria, I see you're ready. Get us started, Victoria. She sets, she kicks, and it's in! Into the corner of the net. Couldn't have done it better myself. Well done, Victoria. And fans, one more time for Commander Don Leingang joining us tonight. Thanks for joining us, Don. Thank you for your service to this country and for keeping us safe. Enjoy the game. Your attention, please. Now on the field are tonight's officials. Referees Shane Butler, John Snyder. Assistant referees Josh Wilkins, Gary DeShaw, and Taylor Vance. Once again, those are tonight's MASL officials. It's now tonight's rosters. First, for the visiting San Diego Sockers. Forward number 16, Eddie Velez. Forward number 51, Eric Dovar. Midfielder number 45, Jamie Lovegrove. Midfielder number 7, Brian Farber. Midfielder number 99, Matt Clare. Midfielder number 11, Luan Olivera. Defender number 8, Zé Roberto. Defender number 9, Cesar Serra. Defender number 3, Ray Contreras. Now the starting lineup. Forward number 37, Craig Giles. Midfielder number 19, Brandon Escoto. Midfielder number 63, Hiram Ruiz. Defender number 6, Felipe Gonzales. Defender number 20, John Sosa. And at goal number 27, Morris Pardo. Ladies and gentlemen, the 2017-18 San Diego Sockers. Good evening, everybody, and welcome to another edition of the Tacoma Stars Coaches Show. I'm Tacoma Stars public address announcer Randy McNair, along with Tacoma Stars coach and general manager Darren Sawatsky. And tonight, the San Diego Sockers come to the Accesso Showwear Center in Kent, Washington to take on the Tacoma Stars, a team that the Stars have had some issues with this year. They sit with a record of 0-3 against the Sockers this year, with a chance tonight to get that one win. And it would be a big win, as the Stars are right in the middle of a Pacific Division playoff spot. They're looking for that second seed, and they're battling it out with the Ontario Fury, who are also playing tonight, taking on the El Paso Coyotes, a team, coach, that you beat last week on Friday. Game, you said you were going to score a lot of goals, and you did, and it kept you in the playoff race with the Ontario Fury. Coach, at one point you were up by 5 goals, and El Paso made it interesting, had us on the edge of our seats at one point of the game. Coach, was there any letting off the gas in that game as far as stepping away from the game plan just because?
Starting with forward number 14, Vince McCluskey. Forward number 21, Bond Taylor Bond. Midfielder number 10, Ramon Palmer. Midfielder number 11, Jamel Juice. Midfielder number 16, Joseph the Jet Kyrell. Midfielder number 8, Philip Lund. Defender number 3, Corey Keats. Defender number 5, Trevor Jensen. Defender number 2, Chase Hansen. Forward number 22, Nick Carrera. Midfielder number 7, Rafael Cox. Midfielder number 17, Joey the Silent Assassin Jensen. Defender number 20, Evan McNeely. Defender number 4, Troy Peterson. And at goal, number 24, Danny Waltman. Your Stars are coached by Darren Sawatsky. Ladies and gentlemen, your Tacoma Stars.
Ladies and gentlemen, at this time, we ask you to please rise, kindly remove your hats, and direct your attention to the field as the colors for tonight's game are presented by IMF Beggar. Now please remain standing and join us in honoring America and those who protect it with the singing of our national anthem, performed this evening by Chief Daryl Jones.
Oh, say, can you see by the dawn's early light what so proudly we held at the twilight's last gleaming, whose broad stripes and bright stars through the perilous fight, oh, the ramparts we watched were so gallantly streaming, and the rocket's red glare, the bomb bursting in air, gave proof through the night that our flag was still there. Oh, say, does that star-spangled banner yet wave? Oh, the land of the free and the home of the brave.
Ladies and gentlemen, Daryl Jones. Now fans, please remain standing as the colors leave the field.
Thank you. Ladies and gentlemen, one more time for IMF Banger and Chief Daryl Jones for joining us tonight.
Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome to the Accesso Showwear Center in beautiful downtown Kent, Washington for tonight's MASL matchup between the visiting San Diego Sockers and the hometown Tacoma Stars. Tonight, the Stars look to edge closer to the number 2 spot in the Pacific Division as they take on the first place San Diego Sockers. Sockers are 3-0 this season against Tacoma, outscoring them 20-9, where Crick Childs has been magnificent in these 3 matchups with 10 points. San Diego comes in with 4 20-point players this season, led by the aforementioned Childs, who has 34 points on the season. Eric Tovar with 23, Luan Oliveira with 21, and Matt Clare with 10 goals and 10 assists for an even 20 pace the way for the Sockers. This season, the Sockers started out 10-0, but only 2-3 in their last 5 games. Meanwhile, Tacoma comes in with an 8-9 record, but playing well of late, winning 6 of their last 9. Mid-season acquisition Nick Pereira is playing at an MVP level right now with 23 points in 7 games with the Stars. Raphael Cox also on a tear for Tacoma, coming into the game with 8 goals in his last 5 games. In a rivalry that dates back to the 1980s, every game seems to have importance, and this one no exception for Tacoma, with 2 road games next weekend and a game-and-a-half potential deficit. This is a must-win for Tacoma as they look to keep pace with the Ontario Fury, who tonight are playing the El Paso Coyotes. And last I checked, it was 1-1. I'll keep you guys posted on that score as it comes through the wire. Starting lineup for Tacoma tonight: Danny Waltman in goal as always. Evan McNeely, Troy Peterson, Nick Pereira, Raphael Cox, and Joey Jertson, decked out in the Military Appreciation Night uniforms for Tacoma. The officials getting ready to knock this one out of the park, get it ready to go. The officials tonight: Shane Butler and John Snyder, assisted by Josh Wilkins, Gary Deshaw, and Taylor Vance. And we are about ready to get underway. Craig Childs, the man, the myth, the legend, all alone in the center circle, and he gets it started for San Diego. Passes back to Brandon Escoto. He has been a Tacoma killer. Had a hat trick in the last game in San Diego. And a quick steal, and now Jerson with a shot, saved by Pardo, as that one was dangerous. And a good start for Tacoma, the seal, but this one kicked out of play by Jertson. But as you mentioned, Boris Pardo in goal. No Chris Toth tonight. They split time, and then both have been outstanding this year. Boris Pardo comes in with a 4-goal against average. Chris Toth averaging 4.08, just outstanding numbers for those two keepers. Now, Tacoma gets the ball back, and here comes Raphael. Raphael on the far side in the corner. Tries to get around his man, it does, but only as far as Pardo, who comes up to the edge of his box and makes the save. And now a long lead out. Played off the boards, but it goes out of bounds. Juana Rivera could not get to it. It kicks up off the boards and into the stands. And now Corey Keats in the game for Tacoma with the restart. Long pass into the corner, looking for Pereira. He finds him. Bodied up, plays it behind. Short pass, or short shot in the corner. Foot save by Pardo, and now a foul in the corner committed by Nick Pereira, and a restart. And it looks like somebody might be a little more injured than they thought.
Last foul's on Stars number 22, Nick Pereira. His first foul of the night.
And that is number 19, Brandon Escoto, who comes up a little gimpy. And now another giveaway, but saved in the back by Cesar Cerda. Now Pardo out of his box. Plays it long into the corner. Eric Tovar with it, but he plays it out of bounds, and now a restart coming up for Tacoma on the near sideline again, trying to find Escoto. Kicked it up into the penalty box, and now Peterson will restart it back to Waltman. Trevor Jensen in the game now, a defender for Tacoma, playing keep away with Danny Waltman. Out of his box further than normal, but no pressure by San Diego, and now he'll play it down low. Finds Taylor Bond. Bond fouled, and now quick restart. Shot comes up high off the glass, held in by Tacoma, and knocked out of bounds by Trevor Jensen. And now San Diego will pick up the action. 13:05 remaining. My name is John McGlamory, bringing you the action tonight here on MASL TV.
Last foul's on Sockers number
Craig Childs with it, plays it back.
His first foul of the night.
Ray Contreras over to Boris Pardo. Pardo plays it down low, looks for Childs and finds him. Childs plays it off the boards. Bodied up by Jensen. Make that Hansen, excuse me. Plays it over to Claire. Claire forced back to midfield. Cerda back to Claire. Claire over to Pardo. Now pressure by Cox, and Pardo's forced to play it all the way down to Claire. Nobody there, but a foul on the play whistled against Chase Hansen. So lots of quick fouls early in this game, as both teams trying to find their way and find their footing.
Stars number 2, Chase Hansen.
Chase Hansen with the foul there. Now Raimundo Contreras with the restart here. Looking for more space, asks for it and gets it. Contreras plays it over to Gonzales. Gonzales with the shot, saved by Waltman. Bond with the body back to Waltman so we can pick it up. And now Jensen with it, with some space coming up the middle. 3 men on him now, plays it in the corner to Pereira, but the foul called as 3 men converged and 1 man ended up on the floor. And that 1 man was Joey Jensen. So now Tacoma with the restart. McNeely plays it low. Nobody there. Long shot. Not there, but a rebound coming up for the Sockers, and the Sockers put it in. Brian Farber, the rocket in, played low and off the boards from a long distance, and Farber just runs back, beats Waltman. Far posts, nothing he can do. And San Diego is up 1-0 with 11:59 remaining here in the first quarter. So now Tacoma down 1-0, 11:52 remaining in the first quarter. Looking for an equalizer. You can't afford to get behind San Diego, and they know that all too well. Now Pereira with it, turns and fires, and it's blocked off the boards and corralled by Pardo. Pardo plays it over to John Sosa. Sosa back to Pardo, now down low to Tovar. Tovar with it, circles back, gets it over to Sosa. Now ball played and played well, and now it's shot. Oh, just goes wide. That shot should have gone in, and it just kicked off the post. And now San Diego all over the action right now. Another shot goes just wide. Wide on the near side. And Tacoma needs to get a break here. That ball looked like it hit somebody in the penalty box. It did. And now San Diego's going to get a restart coming up, and they take a quick one. But Tacoma really needs to find their footing here. San Diego applying a lot of pressure. 10:45 remaining in the first quarter. 1-0 San Diego on top. Hiram Ruiz in the game now. Matt Clare as well. Ruiz with it. Pressured by Jensen. Plays it wide to Pardo. Pardo back to Ruiz, and now he plays it near side to Cerda. Just token pressure by Tacoma right now. Played long by Pardo and can't hold it in. That's Hiram Ruiz who's unable to hold it in. And Tacoma again with a restart. Troy Peterson down there. Covered by Childs, but he plays it back to Waltman, and now Waltman looks to set something up. 9:55 remaining in the first quarter. 1-0 San Diego. Ball played low to Pereira. He loses it. But Contreras loses it right back to McNeely, and McNeely plays to Waltman. Waltman will reset again, and we'll try it one more time. Peterson looking, plays it down in the corner, finds Pereira. Pereira plays it off the boards to himself. Back to Cox, that's Raphael. Left-footed shot, saved by Pardo. Pardo plays it long just to clear it, give his defense some break, and get a couple fresh legs out there, and he does that. Now here comes Tacoma. Peterson, long into the corner, looking for Pereira again. He finds him. Pereira plays it down, holds it, double team coming. Plays it back to Lund. Lund with 15 goals this season. Second on the team. Pereira was 16 for Tacoma. 20 overall. Came over in December. Now Keats plays it long and held in by Pardo. Actually caught out of midair by Pardo. And he plays it to Escoto. Escoto tries to get around Keats and does. Plays it over to Gonzales. Gonzales leaves it off for Escoto again. Keats still on him. Escoto gets around him, shoots it high, but Waltman there to make the save. Good individual effort there by Brandon Escoto, who has been a killer, like I mentioned, against these Tacoma Stars. Now a wayward pass. Felipe Gonzales has to go back to get it, but San Diego still maintains possession. 8:03 remaining in the first quarter. 1-0 still the score. Tacoma got the first shot of the game, and not much else going on after that. Raphael Cox with a shot just a minute ago. That's been about it for the offense for Tacoma. Long pass in the middle, looking for Tovar, and Tovar can't control it. Lund wins it, plays it to Wallman, who clears it down back to midfield. Now in the game, Juan Oliveira plays it back to Pardo. Pardo over to John Sosa. A streaking Hiram Ruiz looking for it, but the ball bounces off the wall over his head. And now Bond thought that Philip Lund was going to run down there, played it over his head, and Lund stood still. And another giveaway for Tacoma. Eric Tovar circles around Peterson. Plays it to Ruiz, but he loses it to Raphael. Now a 3-on-2. Raphael over to Pereira. Pereira cuts it back inside. Double team, hangs on, loses the ball. Played into the corner. And San Diego and Matt Clare are going to come away with this one. And now Matt Clare plays it off for Tovar. Tovar back to Clare, streaking down the middle, plays it off the boards. Nobody there for the rebound. And Tacoma is going to come away with this one on the front end. Pereira with it now. Neon pink shoes. Unmistakable. McNeely plays it down low into the corner. Nobody there, headed back to Pardo and held in, and now here comes Ruiz. More high pressure now by the Stars. Farber with it, the goal scorer. Childs leads it off for Farber, who sprinted on the other side, but the pass behind him. But it somehow ends up back in possession of San Diego, but Farber kicks it up into the net. And we're going to have a timeout here on the field, and we'll be right back to the action with 6 minutes remaining in the first quarter. It's 1-0 San Diego.
An incredible protector. Please help me welcome Master at Arms Petty Officer First Class Jennifer Aguilar. Jennifer's from Yucca Valley, California, and enlisted in the Navy in October of 1999. Her operational commands were USS Benfold, USS Higgins, and USS John Cole Jones. While assigned to these ships, she supported operations enduring freedom and Iraqi freedom. She is currently assigned to the Security Department at Naval Base Kitsap in Robertson, Washington, where she recently obtained her Bachelor's of Science in Emergency and Disaster Management. Due to her dedicated service and outstanding efforts, she was selected as the Navy Region Northwest Sailor of the Year for 2017. She's married to active duty Damien Aguilar and has 2 stepchildren, Alexandria and Thomas. Ladies and gentlemen, one more time for such an incredible protector. Give it up for Jennifer Aguilar. Thank you for joining us tonight, Jennifer, and enjoy the game.
Back to the action here. 1-0 is the score. A Brian Farber goal on a breakaway is the only goal so far in this game with 6 minutes remaining in the first quarter. And San Diego continuing their dominance so far this season over the Tacoma Stars. As I mentioned before the game, they've already won all 3 previous matchups. And right now, only a 1-goal lead, but it's still early, but find themselves up nonetheless. Gonna look for a score now on the El Paso game. And at the half, it's El Paso 3, Ontario 2 at the El Paso County Coliseum. So Good news for Stars fans is that Ontario behind at halftime, but bad news is Stars need to hold up their end of the bargain, and they're not doing that right now. Troy Peterson now with it. Tries to get it past Farber, can't do it. Now it's played back, almost lost, but now Peterson gets away, and now a little bit of some moves here. Now Keats plays it low, blocked, and now San Diego on a breakout. That's Oliveira. Oliveira plays it to Velez, Eddie Velez. But Tacoma able to get back, and San Diego needs to restart. Matt Clare now plays it back. That's Sosa. Sosa over to Pardo. Taylor Bond, he's going to look to get really moving here. He's a prolific goal scorer. Hasn't had much success with Tacoma so far, but that's only a blip on the radar. It is coming, and when it comes, it will be a wonderful addition to this team, as they've been scoring consistently in the double digits lately. And they're going to need to do that as well tonight if they want to really put this one away. And with 4:47 to go here in the first quarter, they are stuck on 0. So work to do. Restart coming up for Tacoma. Ball played out. Trevor Jensen over to Peterson. Peterson now finds Jamail. Jamail back to Troy. Plays it down to Pereira. Pereira in the corner. So good at hold-up play. Plays it in the middle. Tries to get it to Juice. Can't do it. Ball comes to Peterson, who shoots it just high. Cleared out by San Diego, and now the breakout could be on. 2-on-1. 2-on-1. San Diego shoots it just wide. That was Felipe Gonzales who put it just wide of a sprawling Danny Waltman. And Tacoma still only down by 1. 4:08 remaining in the period. Serta back with it now. Philip Lund, the Dane, covering him. Tacoma playing a really high line. And now Childs plays it back. It falls, and a miss hit. That was Jamie Lovegrove, who just whiffed on that one as he had a wide open shot just to keep her to beat, and it just skipped off his boot. And now probing defense by Tacoma, and a foul coming up against Chase Hansen, I believe, and a restart coming up for San Diego. So Tacoma dodging a bullet right there with 3:20 to go here in the game, or in the first quarter. Still trail only 1-0. Now here's Ruiz. Ruiz with it, plays it down low. There's Tovar with it. Tovar to Contreras. Pardo to Ruiz. Back to Pardo. This is a little three-man game between Contreras, Ruiz, and Pardo. Now broken up with the pass to Gonzales. Farber with it. Stolen by Lund, it's won back by Tacoma. But a foul is going to be called now against Lund as Serta goes to the ground. Officials calling everything tonight as Phil Lund called for the foul there. Now Ruiz with it, covered by 3 men, gets it down to Farber, who the ball hits him in the face, and he loses it to Lund. Lund now looking to break out, gets it out to Palmer. Farmer controls it, but Palmer wins it back. Now in the corner, here comes Palmer. Breaks it down, is fouled in the corner. So now a free kick coming up from a very dangerous spot now for Tacoma with 2:16 remaining in the first quarter. 1-0 still the score. John Sosa with the foul. Pereira looking for some space. Gets it. Pereira shoots it right into the wall, and it comes back all the way past the yellow line. Held in by Lund, and now gets it over to Chase Hansen. Now Lund with it. Covered by Ruiz into the near corner to Pereira. Pereira turns again, holds it in, double team, splits the defense but loses it. And now San Diego's going to clear it with 1:50 to go, but they're going to clear it out of bounds. And it's going to be a restart at the top for Tacoma. So San Diego going to set up their wall. Pardo taking a look. Likes what he sees. Now the quick restart. Pereira lays it off to Lund. Lund shoots it down low to Hansen, and he couldn't get it in. Another save by Pardo. He has been magnificent tonight. That was actually Rafael Cox down there in the corner. Now Pereira with it, leaves it off for Peterson. Peterson runs up to meet it, plays it off the board, punched out by Pardo, played back and into the hands of Pardo by a defender. No harm there. Now a breakout for Childs. Childs all alone down there, covered by Keats. Keats on him, forces Childs back, plays it low, lost to Jertson. Jertson out of Pereira. Pereira with 2 on him, holds it back, waits for some players. Tacoma holding up, 1 minute to go in the quarter. Corey Keats with it. Bond and Kyrell in the game now for Tacoma to go along with Corey Keats, Jamail Cox, and Troy Peterson. 45 seconds remaining in the quarter. Here comes Juice. Juice with the ball. Gets past Claire. Gets it to Keats. Keats lays it off, but Juice was fouled, and the fouls continue to mount up for both teams. Now free kick coming up for Tacoma back at the midfield area. 36.5 seconds remaining in the quarter. Here comes Juice with it over to Peterson.
That's on Sockers number 11, Luan Oliveira.
Luan Oliveira called for the foul there against Cox. And Tacoma's got to move now. 21 seconds remaining in the quarter. Here comes Waltman. Waltman looking for somebody. Finds Jamail. Jamail with the ball at the center circle. Plays it back to Waltman. 12 seconds to go. Finds Kyrell. Kyrell shoots it long into the hands of Pardo. And with 5 seconds to go, he's in no hurry to get rid of the ball. Leaves it off for Sosa, and that's going to do it for the first quarter of action. At the end of 1, San Diego 1, Tacoma 0. We'll be right back.
Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, at this time, we'd like to ask you to please rise, remove your hats, and join us in the singing of God Bless America, performed tonight by Chief Darrell Jones.
God bless America, land that I love. Stand beside her and guide her through the night with the light from above. From the mountains to the prairies, to the oceans, wide foam. God bless America, my home, sweet home. God bless America, my home, sweet home.
Ladies and gentlemen, Chief Darrell Jones. Ladies and gentlemen, this year BECU is proud sponsor of the Tacoma Stars. And through this sponsorship, BECU and the Stars partnered up in supporting an incredible cause. The Outreach and Resource Services, commonly referred to as OARS for Women Veterans. OARS assists returning veterans with re-entry into civilian life in many ways. This year, BECU has stepped up to the plate in a big way, donating $3,000 to OARS. Joining us for tonight's check presentation is OARS board member John Varga, Secretary Deborah Wood, Volunteer Soy Santos, and founder and president Julia Sheridan. And presenting the $3,000 check on behalf of BECU is Molly Andrews and Chelsea McKinley. Ladies and gentlemen, one more time for BECU and OARS.
Good evening, everybody, and welcome to another edition of the Tacoma Stars Coaches Show. I'm Tacoma Stars public address announcer Randy McNair, along with Tacoma Stars coach and general manager Darren Sawatsky. And tonight, the San Diego Sockers come to the Accesso Showwear Center in Kent, Washington, to take on the Tacoma Stars, a team that the Stars have had some issues with this year. They sit with a record of 0-3 against the Sockers this year, with a chance tonight to get that one win. And it would be a big win, as the Stars are right in the middle of a Pacific Division playoff spot. They're looking for that second seed, and they're battling it out with the Ontario Fury, who are also playing tonight, taking on the El Paso Coyotes, a team, coach, that you beat last week on Friday. Game, you said you were going to score a lot of goals, and you did, and it kept you in the playoff race with the Ontario Fury. Coach, at one point you were up by 5 goals, and El Paso made it interesting, had us on the edge of our seats at one point of the game. Coach, was there any letting off the gas in that game as far as stepping away from the game plan just because you had that big 5-goal lead?
You know, indoor soccer is an interesting game because one small mistake can lead to 2 quick goals. And, you know, our guys decided to change things up a little bit because they found a little bit of success, and it just took a little refocusing to get them back going the way they should be.
If I know Darren Sawatsky, I know the wheels are always turning in that head of yours. Coach, you've played San Diego 3 times this year. You've put 3 different lineups on the field against them. Coach, what do you have in store tonight? This has to work out to your advantage, playing them 3 times, and you get to try something new tonight to beat them.
Yeah, you know, they're a very good team. They've been the class of our division since I've been involved in the league. You know, having a couple of new targets is definitely something a little bit different that they'll have to face. You know, it completes our team a little bit more, and we're still a work in progress. But I think you'll see something a little different out of us tonight.
But on the injury report, Alan Matingu out with an injury. And that's a big loss for the Stars defense. But so far, only giving up the 1 goal. Now Bond with it. He loses it. And San Diego comes away. Childs with another shot and a save by Waltman. Now Palmer gets away, but loses it to Serda, and another foul called on Serda. And he is beside himself. But boy, Danny Waltman with 2 great leg saves early in the quarter. This one right here, Childs hits him right on the kneecap. Good save by Danny.
Fouls on Sockers number 9, Cesar Cerda, his second foul of the night.
Now Waltman has it nearing the center circle. Plays it back to Peterson. Peterson with Childs on him. Scoops it in to the stands, looking for Bond, but just misplayed the ball. And it went into the stands. Restart now for Tacoma. Contreras over it. Bond on him. Contreras plays it down low. Looking for Tovar and finds him in the corner. Tovar dribbles around his man. Bond comes back to meet him, and he's forced to play it back to Contreras. Cerda gets it back from Pardo. Cerda in the corner, plays it down. The ball comes back to him just off the reach of his foot. And now Lund tried to break out, but Claire wins it off the boards, and Tacoma loses an opportunity there. 12:35 remaining in the second. 1-0 still the score. Here comes Claire. Claire on the near side. Leaves it for Tovar, and Tovar shoots it high into the netting. Right underneath the Canadian flag here at the Shower Center. And Tacoma with the restart. Peterson and Waltman in the back. Now Peterson has it. Eddie Velez on him. He plays it back to Waltman, and now pressure backs off. Here comes Jamail. He's got it. Now Joseph, the Jet Kyrell in the game, looking to use his speed to get something going. Pereira leaves it off for Kyrell. Kyrell plays it across. Cox not there, but he gets it. Plays it back between the legs of Farber. Still controls the ball. Plays it down low to Pereira. He has it, but can't get around Sosa. He still controls it. Now finally cleared out by San Diego. Now a 3-on-1. That's Escoto. Escoto leaves it off for Farber, and Farber slides it into the back of the net. Goal, San Diego. Second goal of the night for Brian Farber as he just beats the defense down the field. Brandon Escoto puts it right where he needed to, and Farber slides that ball in to the open net. And San Diego doubles their lead. Now 2-0 is the score with 11:29 remaining in the first half. So here comes Tacoma. Looking for a quick start, played back to Bond, ball played back to Pardo, who plays it in, and then ball comes just off the boards. Palmer tried to scoop a header up over Pardo, almost got it, but it bounced off the red crossbar, and now a shot from the near side, flicked up and over by Danny Waltman. That shot there by Eddie Velez, a lot more dangerous than we would have thought. And now a corner kick for San Diego as they rush to take it. Now comes to Escoto. Oliveira with it. Oliveira leaves it up. Tovar with a shot and a score. Three to nothing, San Diego. As Luan Oliveira finds a wide open Eric Tovar, drew the defense, and nothing that Waltman could do. And Tovar puts it in the back of the net, and it is 3-0. 24 seconds apart were those two goals, and now Tacoma really behind the 8 ball now. San Diego plays it up out of bounds. Ball's going to be restarted at the yellow line. Chase Hansen, along with Vince McCluskey, Philip Lund, Joey Jertson, and Evan McNeely. Ball played in off the restart, off the boards, and one back by San Diego. And now Evan McNeely comes away with it. A lot of bodies flopping all over the place, and McNeely wins it back. But now Oliveira with the steal, and Oliveira with a chance. Gets past McNeely, leaves it off for Lovegrove. Lovegrove gets it back, plays it across, but nobody there. That could have been another one, but Lovegrove, the only one there for San Diego. Nobody there to receive his pass. But San Diego not done yet. Oh, great play by Childs, trying to play it perpendicularly off the boards. Good play, but nobody there. And Tacoma will win it back. 10:15 remaining in the half. Pereira battling with Sosa. Sosa wins it, plays it to Pardo. Now Sosa with it. John Sosa out of Medellin, Colombia. The only Colombian on the roster. And now a long pass by Pardo. And another shot and another score. Yep, Brandon Escoto with the goal. The assist is going to go to John Sosa, and this game is getting out of hand right now.
Score by number 19, Brandon Escoto.
As the Stars have jumped all over, or as the Sockers have jumped all over Tacoma in the second quarter, it is now 4-0 San Diego. Now here comes Bond. Bond with a shot. He's going to be fouled. The shot went high. He got pushed down to the ground, and a foul is going to be called right at the top of the circle. I believe the foul is going to go against Brian Farber, I believe, maybe Contreras. Keats to Cox. Cox shoots it low, saved by Pardo. Now off the boards, here comes Eddie Velez. Eddie Velez in the corner. Carpet comes up, and the officials are going to stop play here as the carpet comes up in the corner. That's going to need to be addressed. Drop ball coming up, won by San Diego, kicked out of there by Tacoma. Now here comes Kyrell, the Jet, turning on the afterburners. Here comes Bond. Bond with a shot, and Bond shoots it high into the netting. And Tacoma just looks all out of sorts right now with 9:05 remaining in the quarter, trailing 4-0. Put into play by Pardo, heavy pressure by Bond. Contreras now over to Pardo. Oliveira tried to win it back, but Palmer wins it. Good defense there by Palmer, but he gives it right away. Now Oliveira has it back. Here comes Tovar. Tovar in the corner. Flips it back. San Diego now. Here's Oliveira. Oliveira forced back, though. Good defense. And now here comes Contreras. Contreras, he's going to shoot it. No, he's not. He pulls it back. Pulls it back and plays it over to the side. Leaves it for Oliveira. A little player personnel change by the Sockers as Claire comes in. Childs loses it. He played well by Troy Peterson, but Childs pressuring Peterson now forces him to clear it out of bounds, and it's going to be a restart at the top. But not before we have a timeout, and we're going to have a timeout on the field. We'll take a break here. We'll be right back to the action. 7:51 remaining in the second quarter. It is 4-0 San Diego.
60 seconds. 10, hut. Ladies and gentlemen, it's time for Salute Cam. Give your best salute to show how much you love, appreciate, and respect our troops. We put you up on the Jumbotron. Looking for that salute. There's one right there on the right. Pretty good form. Not too shabby. There you go. Perfect. Young Squire. Appreciate the salute, son. Some good salutes right there. Good form. Appreciate the form. Well done. Tons of veterans active duty in the stands right now. We appreciate them for joining us tonight on Military Appreciation Night.
We are back. It's Military Appreciation Night tonight here at the Accesso Showwear Center. Thank you to all of you who have served and are currently serving in the armed forces. We do appreciate everything that you do. And now here comes the restart. Oliveira leaves it off, plays it down low. Shot comes in up high and over the boards, but played back to Pardo. Pardo now finds Oliveira. Claire down low, headed up and in, almost in. I thought that was going in. A beautiful play by Craig Childs and Matt Clare as they had Waltman beat. The header just went high. And the score remains 4-0 here. 7:13 remaining in the quarter. Childs with a beautiful pass there to Oliveira. Oliveira plays it back. Covered by McCluskey, forces it back to Childs near midfield. Serta looking for Childs, but only found McCluskey. And now Tacoma takes over the action. Now here comes McNeely. McNeely plays it down in the corner, finds Jertson. Jertson with it. Jertson plays it across the boards, headed out of there by Sosa. Great play by Sosa. Escoto plays it off the boards, finds Serta. Serta, but McNeely back to meet him. Oh, man, a blue card now coming up to Nick Pereira. As Escoto fell down, they're going to call a delayed card. And here comes the action. San Diego with the shot, and McCluskey wins it back, or Lund wins it back. And I want to see the replay on this because I don't even think Pereira touched him. I could be wrong, but we shall see. The blue card's going to go to Nick Pereira. Philip Lund not happy with the call.
Once again, blue card. This is Tacoma Stars number 22.
Still waiting for a replay. Don't know if I'm going to get one.
Bring up a 2-minute power play in the Suckers.
So power play coming up for Tacoma. Escoto is going to stay in the game. And here we go. Escoto, Sosa, Childs, Oliveira, and the shot comes in from Childs. And the shot goes in from Childs. Early power play goal. 5-0 San Diego.
Soccer's fifth goal, scored by number 37, Craig Childs. His first goal of the night. Soccer's fifth goal, number 37, Craig Childs.
So Tacoma really down now, 5-0, 6:06 remaining in the second quarter. The first goal of the night for Craig Childs. Now here comes Kyrell. Kyrell with it. Over to Keats. Keats now finds Chase Hansen. Tacoma with no answers on offense so far tonight. They have only had 4 shots on goal, and we are only 5 minutes away from halftime. So something's got to give here as Tacoma tries to get back into this game. Bond with it, shoots it low, right into the hands of Boris Pardo. Tovar. Tovar gets it back, gets around, kicks it back the middle. Double team now in the corner, and he kicks it out of bounds. So good defense by Tacoma, wins the ball back. They're going to restart here on the near side. 5:13 remaining in the first half. 5-0 is the score. Waltman with it, plays it down in the corner, looking for McCluskey, finds him. McCluskey turns, shoots off the boards, right in front of goal. Nobody there to meet him. And now a giveaway, but nobody back for Tacoma as Sosa races back to get it. Crowd getting into it a little bit here, imploring their team to do something here on offense to get back into the game. And now a foul is going to be called on Trevor Jensen. As he crawled up on the back of the San Diego player.
Trevor Jensen, his first foul of the night. Stars have also been issued a delay of game warning.
A delay of game warning issued against the Stars as well. So nothing going Tacoma's way right now. No score for them, trailing by 5. And seemingly no answers right now for this San Diego attack. Matt Clare with it, plays it all the way back here to Pardo. Pardo at the yellow line, plays it long into the corner, finds Childs, who leaves it off for Oliveira. Tried to find it, but played out of there by Lund. Tacoma wins it back. Jensen. Now Lund with it, pressured by Oliveira. Tacoma still trying to get out of there. Jensen. Now Lund with it. Lund claps his hands, says, "Let's go." Peterson with it now. McNeely in the game as well as Ramon Palmer and Nick Pereira. Nick Pereira unusually silent tonight in the scoring department here. Wheels it into the middle, leaves it off for Peterson. Peterson at the yellow line, shoots it low and wide, and won by San Diego. Now pressure by the Stars, cleared by San Diego. Matt Clare has it, but he's forced back. Pardo now plays it near side to Sosa. .251 remaining in the quarter. 5-0 San Diego. And now maybe a break on for Tacoma. Here comes Palmer. Palmer double team. Flicks it back to Lund. Lund with it. Makes a man miss. Plays it back to Palmer. Palmer plays it to Peterson. Peterson with a little bit of space. Takes a shot blocked by Farber, and it skips up into the seats. Great sliding block by Brian Farber. So 2 goals tonight for Farber, and an outstanding defensive play right there. So McNeely now with the restart. 2-man wall. He blasted into the boards, punched out of there by Pardo, but only as far as Peterson. Peterson now to Pereira. Pereira turns on Sosa. Flicks it back in the middle and cleared out by Sosa. Good play by Sosa. Waltman scrambles up to get it. Tried to clear it, but it's swallowed up by Tovar, but Waltman able to get back and recover. Tovar trying to get cheeky there and pull a Philip Lund and score from midfield. But Waltman able to get back and get it. Now Tacoma still on the front foot here. Peterson, minute 56 remaining in the quarter. 5-0 San Diego. Long shot or long pass into the corner for Pereira. Pereira taken out. Taken out by Sosa. And free kick now coming up for Tacoma in the corner. Pardo screaming and slamming the boards, telling his guys to get ready.
That's on Suckers, number 20, John Sosa.
So now the shot comes in by Cox. It's hit out of there by Farber. Another block by him. And he heads it out to Oliveira. Oliveira racing down the sideline, but held in check by Cox. Oliveira, though, wins it over to the far side, and now it's played back to Pardo. So San Diego with a little bit of a breakout. Oh, boy, and a win there by Bond, and Bond with the steal and the shot, and Bond with the score! Taylor Bond gets Tacoma on the board with 1:22 remaining in the first half, and it is now 5-1 San Diego. Just an outstanding play by Taylor Bond. Individual play. Comes off the bench, wins the ball, shoots it into the feet of Pardo, who makes the save, but he doesn't quit on it. Wins it back and slides it home into the open net. And Tacoma now maybe can breathe a little bit now that they've scored. And now a foul's going to be called against Lovegrove. And with 1:13 remaining, another goal would give Tacoma great momentum headed into halftime.
That's on Suckers, number 45.
Kyrell tries to get away from the defense and does. Stars with the numbers, but forced back.
60 seconds remaining.
Now here comes Peterson. Peterson plays it down to Kyrell. Kyrell shields off his man, but can't get it back. It's won by Sosa, who plays it up to Escoto. Escoto and Cox battling. No foul called. Escoto and Jamel Cox still jabbering at each other. And now the ball comes in low to Childs. Childs forced into the corner. Plays it back to Escoto. Still covered by Cox. 27 seconds remaining. Sosa plays it to Escoto, who shoots it high just off the boards. The rebound by Childs, and it goes in. Craig Childs volleys home the rebound. The shot by Escoto. Wallace Scora, San Diego. So 21 seconds remaining in the half. It is 6-1 now. San Diego on top. They answer that Tacoma strike with one of their own. And the deficit back to 5 for the Stars. Ball played on long into the corner. Cleared out of there. And now the break might be on again. 3-on-1. Farber plays it across. One back by Lund. And now a foul is going to be called behind the play. A blue card. And the blue card is going to be issued to... I believe it's going to go against Evan McNeely. So power play coming up again for San Diego. 5.9 seconds remaining in the half. They scored very quickly off the last one, so who knows? But chances are they'll start the second half with a power play. But we'll see what they can do here with 6 seconds. Sosa to Oliveira. Oliveira shoots into the net, and time is going to run out in the first half. And
at the end of the first half,
a very unfortunate first half for the Tacoma Stars. They find themselves behind 6-1 as we go to the midpoint break. We'll be back after the festivities with the second half of the action. 6-1, San Diego.
Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, how's everybody doing tonight? It is Military Appreciation Night. We've got military members here, we've got veterans, we've got families of military members, military across the world. Let's hear it for our armed forces. Fans, thank you so much for coming out tonight. Also, we have our jersey auction. It's benefiting oars. Game-worn jerseys from tonight, right off the players' backs. Head to the oars table in the concourse right now to put in your bid for tonight's game-worn jersey. All right, gonna have a little halftime fun. We've got Tim. Tim is the Director of Development and Marketing for USO. Tim, where are you from?
Covington.
Covington. Tim, how long did you serve?
Actually, not in the military, but USO, 18 years.
18 years for USO, helping the military. Let's hear it for Tim. And we've got Evan. Evan, where are you from?
Tacoma.
Tacoma! All right, gents, tonight we're playing Guess That Movie. We're gonna play military clips. You need to guess the military title of the movie. Also need to guess which branch that movie is about and the year that movie was released. Each will get you a point. You have the opportunity to steal the question from the other opponent if he gets it wrong. You ready? Prizes tonight. First place will get 4 tickets to an upcoming Stars game, a Tacoma Stars sweatshirt, and a Tacoma Stars mini ball. Lots on the line. Let's play our first clip of the night. Fans, you can help them out too.
Let's get up on 17. Oh, still a bad song.
Hey, Raymond, let's try something.
Let's play this backwards and see if it gets any better.
There's he then, ready as the devil. Look, there's he then, ready as the devil.
Picture a man going on a journey out of sight and sound. He's left Crete. He's entered the demilitarized zone.
All right, our first movie clip, Robin Williams, one of the best. We're gonna start off with Tim. Tim, what movie is that?
Good Morning, Vietnam.
Good Morning Vietnam is correct for 1 point. For another point, this is kind of a tricky question, but which branch is that movie mostly about? Mainly Robin Williams' character.
Air Force.
Air Force is correct. 2 points. For the sweep, what year did that movie come out?
I'll go with the help, 87.
1987 is correct. 3 points for Tim, right off the bat. All right, Evan, you have an opportunity to catch up right here, right now with this next clip.
Now you report to this line, okay?
Another great movie. Evan, you're 3 points down. What movie is that? Men of Honor is correct. You have to go. All right. What branch is that movie about? The Navy is correct. And what year did that movie come out? You got 3 seconds. 2000 is correct. 3 for 3. We're tied up at 3. Next clip, please. All right, Alexis, that'll do it. Tim, which movie is that from?
Full Metal Jacket.
Full Metal Jacket is correct. 7 for 7 between these two. And what branch?
I'm gonna go with Army.
Our first incorrect answer of the night. Where were you? All right. Evan, you have an opportunity to take a point here. What branch?
Marine.
Marines is correct. Now, what year did that movie come out? 97 is correct. All right, Evan, it's your clip. Go ahead, Alexis.
Hey, so Captain, what about you? I mean, you don't gripe at all? I don't gripe with you, Ryman. I'm Captain. I'm a champion man. Let's go up. Sometimes it goes up and gripe with me. I gripe with my sister, so on, so on, so on. I'm griping you. I'm griping from you. You know that. The range. I'm sorry, sir, but let's say you weren't a captain. Maybe I was a major. Would you say that?
All right, Evan. What movie is that clip from?
Saving Private Ryan.
Saving Private Ryan is correct. What branch? Army's correct. What year? 98 is correct. Hey, there's tons of merchandise to be purchased in the concourse right now. Jerseys, hats, sweatshirts. That is correct. That's 3 for 3 for Evan. Evan has taken the lead. He's got 8 points to Tim's 4. The next clip, Tim.
And my existence, while grotesque and incomprehensible to you, saves lives. You don't want the truth because deep down in places you don't talk about at parties. You want me on that wall. You need me on that wall. We use words like honor, code, loyalty. We use these words as the backbone of a life spent defending something. You use them as a punchline. I have neither the time nor the inclination to explain myself to a man who rises and sleeps under the blanket of the very freedom that I provide, and then questions the manner in which I provide.
Great movie. Tim, what movie is that?
A Few Good Men.
Few Good Men is correct. And what branch? Marines is correct. And what year did A Few Good Men come out? 1992. Boy, we have some movie experts in the stands tonight. Give yourselves a hand. 3 points for Tim. 8-7. Evan, a chance to extend the lead on this next clip. Play it. Oh yeah, this is a good one. Good boy, John. All right, Evan, which movie?
Stars.
Say that again.
Stars.
No, it's not Stars and Stripes. Tim, an opportunity to tie it up. What movie is this?
Stripe.
Stripes is correct. We're tied at 8. All right, back to Evan. Which branch? Which branch was that movie mainly focused on?
Marines.
That is incorrect. Tim, you have an opportunity to take it. Which branch was that movie based upon?
Army.
Army is correct. We have a tie game, 8-8. We're going to go back to Evan. What year did Stripes come out? This is better than The Price is Right.
91.
It is not 91. Tim, an opportunity to take all 3 from Evan. What year did that movie come out?
I'm gonna go 85.
Incorrect, it's 81. Tim has a 9-8 lead and a chance to seal it up right here with this last clip. Tim, what movie is that?
Top
Top Gun is correct. What branch?
Navy.
Navy is correct. What year?
96.
Incorrect, but you just won. You got enough points. Congratulations, Selman. Cheer for having everybody. And you know, you got to give yourselves a hand. That was pretty incredible. We got tons of movie buffs in the field, Evan. Thank you so much for playing. Tim, congratulations. Here's your prize pack, Tacoma Stars sweatshirt. Available for purchase at the merchandise table. We got mini balls as well. Congratulations, and we got 4 tickets for you waiting. Congratulations, thank you so much for playing. Guess that movie, Military Edition. Fans, what do you say we play a little bit of dodgeball? I can't hear you. We got dodgeball on deck. All right, we've got team on the right. I'm out, just like that. All right, get set up. If you get hit, you're out. Make your way to the side of the dasher boards. On your mark. Get set. Go! And they are off. If you're hit, you are out. We've got screaming and mayhem down here on the field. Ma'am, you're out. He's out too. If you're hit, you're out. You're out, sir. She's out again. Sawatsky's out. We're about even here. This gentleman's out. Once again, if you catch it, the person throwing it is out. We've got adults versus teenagers going right now, pretty much for the most part. Young kid in the sweatshirt is out. We're dwindling ourselves down. We got that gentleman out. They're dropping like flies right now, folks. She got one. Another one down. Perry's still in. Perry can't see the ball. Those darn peanut eyes. Curses. All right, we're coming down to it. Just a few people left. She's out. You're out, ma'am. Hop over to the side. He caught it. He caught it. If you catch it, you're out. Just a few remaining for the adults. 5 left for the adults. These guys are taking this seriously. Like there's some kind of trophy at stake here. Got 4 left for the adults. 4 left. I think their arms are getting tired. Four left. The middle line is off limits. You can move in now. You're off limits. No more middle line. That's the end. That's it. Is this a tie? 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. They've got 5 left. We have the winners over here on the right. Congratulations. That was fun. It's the military side. Military 1. Military versus civilians. Congratulations to our military for playing dodgeball today. Fans, don't forget we have an auction going on right now happening in the concourse. It's a live auction for today's game-worn jerseys. Can't be purchased by you. You can purchase any jersey you want, any player on the Stars. And it's a game-worn jersey from today's game. And it goes to a great cause. It's for oars. Head to the concourse and bid on your jerseys now. That does it for the halftime show. Enjoy the rest of the game. Go Stars!
We are back at the Accesso Showwear Center, an exceptionally long halftime show, some military movie trivia, followed by a rousing game of mini ball dodgeball. And now we will be back to the action here, where we are in a bit of a barn burner here with one team doing all the barn burning, and that is San Diego, up 6-1 over Tacoma here at the Showwear Center. Teams just getting their final kicks in the warm-up. Guns N' Roses playing. It's time to welcome to the jungle. We've got a power play coming up. 1:55 remaining in the penalty against Evan McNeely. So Tacoma already down 6-1. 2 goals by Brian Farber, 2 goals by Craig Childs, 1 by Brandon Escoto, and 1 by Eric Tovar. The lone Tacoma goal coming off the boot of Taylor Bond. And here we go, back to the action. Craig Childs with it, the captain. Plays it back to Sosa. Sosa finds Oliveira to Childs, a 3-man triangle here between those three. Oliveira curls it back to the inside, plays it out wide. Escoto crossed the field to Childs. Childs now down low to Tovar, back up top. Sosa looking for the pass, ends up getting it close in. And Tacoma plays it out, and now a breakout here for Raphael. Raphael with a chance. Raphael with a shot, saved by Pardo. Raphael keeps it in. He's going to shoot again. No, he's going to play it out to Peterson. And we're going to waste some time. 1:05 seconds remaining in the power play. Waltman now plays it up to Raphael. Kicks it around the corner, gets away from Sosa. But Escoto back to win it for San Diego. And they will jump back onto the attack. A lot of time wasted, though. Only 50 seconds remaining in the power play. Now the pass over to Tovar, leaves it across, and it's left for Oliveira. And Oliveira beats the defense and gets it in the back of the net. 7-1 San Diego. Escoto to Tovar to Oliveira, and San Diego with their second power play goal of the night. Seven to 1 is the score. 13:48 remaining in the third period. My name is John McGlamory. Thank you for joining us tonight, especially all of you at the San Diego Soccer's viewing party, where I heard a rumor that there were dozens of San Diego legends there. Hope you're enjoying the fun tonight at the misery of us Stars fans. But still, plenty of time remaining. But Farber steals the pass. He plays it down low. Waltman's going to corral it. Plays it over to Lund.
Soccer's 7th goal, scoring number 11 to 1, Oliveira.
So Waltman all the way up to midfield. Plays it down low to Pereira. Pereira bodied up by a defender. Plays it wide to Hansen. Hansen shoots it wide, and now San Diego on the breakout. Here comes Claire. Claire backheels it, and it's held in down low by the Sockers. That's Gonzales with it. Played it over to Pardo. Claire running circles around the field right now, just looking to get some exercise in, I think. But he loses the ball to Jertson, the silent assassin, with it now. Tried to play it to Pereira, won back by a hustling Eric Tovar, and now Claire on the near side plays it wide, slid in by Bond to win the ball. Good job to track back by Taylor Bond. And the score remains 7-1. Waltman releases over to McNeely. Claire wins it from him. And now Gonzales plays it to Tovar. Tovar to Gonzales, now back to Pardo. Shift change now for the Sockers. Now down low in the corner. Here's Lovegrove. Lovegrove with his bright red shoes. Plays it to Tovar. Tovar with the shot near post beats Waltman. 8-1 San Diego. Unbelievable. Eric Tovar with his second goal of the night give the assist to Jamie Lovegrove. And it is 8-1 now in favor of the Sockers. Everything going right for San Diego right now. 11:53 remaining in the third quarter. Tacoma with a lot of work to do here. But the good thing is still 27 minutes to do it in. Stranger things have happened. So here comes Waltman. Waltman over to Hansen. Hansen looking for something. Plays it long, but it's blocked by Farber. That's his fourth block of the night. He's all over the place tonight. Palmer with it. Stolen by Farber, but only as far as Jensen, but we're going to have a foul, and the foul's going to be called on Palmer. So, boy.
Fouls on Stars number 10 on Palmer. His second foul tonight.
Now a chip pass into Serta. Serta can't control it. Waltman does, and now he gets it out to Hansen. Hansen looking for something. Looking for something, looking for something. Dribbles up. Here comes Childs to meet him. He passes over to Kyrell. Kyrell back to Hansen. Hansen down low to McCluskey. McCluskey plays it back to Hansen. San Diego's defenders are all over the place tonight. No easy lanes for Tacoma at all. And now San Diego wins it out. Oliveira can't win it, but clears the zone and gets it all the way back to the Tacoma yellow line. Now here comes Hansen, plays to McNeely. The bearded one plays it back to Hansen. McNeely looking for Kyrell, but only finds Serta. Now Serta plays it down low to Escoto. Escoto covered by McNeely, won by McNeely. And now a foul is going to be called on Brandon Escoto as he went for the ball with McNeely. McNeely plays it to Jertson. Jertson back to Waltman in front of his own goal. High pressure by San Diego. Waltman now to Peterson. Peterson flicks it up. Won by Raphael Cox, who loses it right back to Contreras. But Peterson tracks back to get it. Now McNeely looking to jumpstart something, tries to find Pereira, but Pereira can't get there in time, and now Escoto with it, loses it to Pereira. Pereira wins it back. Slide tackle in there by Contreras, and he wins it and plays it back to Pardo. Something to be said about keeping Nick Pereira in check. Nobody's been able to do it this season except for San Diego, only with 1 point in a game and a half so far against the Sockers. Now here comes Keats. No, the ball didn't get that far, but Keats tracks back to win it. Now here comes Jamail. Jamail has it. Plays back to Peterson. Now Pereira. Pereira with some nifty footwork flicks it up right into the hands of Pardo. No problem there for Boris. And San Diego back in the action here. Matt Clare wins the ball back, plays it across the boards, looking for somebody. Hiram Ruiz couldn't get there in time, and Tacoma comes away with it. And now Ruiz looks like he got popped in the face. Nothing doing there. Officials looking the other way. Now Lovegrove with the assist on the last goal. 8:15 remaining in the quarter. 8-1 is the score. Now backwards pass flicked up by Raphael Cox. Forced Pardo into action, but he's able to scramble back and get it. Now Hansen heads it down. Keats with it. Keats plays it down. Blocked by Ruiz. Held in by Sosa, who goes to ground and heads it back to Pardo so he can pick it up. But he tried to do a quick clear out. Keats gets there, and now a foul's going to be called on Ruiz, and he doesn't like it. So restart coming up on the near side. Foul against Ruiz on Corey Keats. And Chase Hansen's going to restart for Tacoma. Just not much for Tacoma to do here on offense, as the San Diego defense has been stymieing them at every turn. And once again, a bad pass in is won by San Diego and now cleared out, but Palmer able to track back and get it. Trevor Jensen now with it. He's got space. He plays it long into the corner for Lund, who heads it up. Pardo forced to make the save at the top of the bar. Philip Lund looking for goal number 16 on the season, but Pardo holds it in, and Boris Pardo's going to call a timeout. But we'll take a break here. 7:09 remaining in the third quarter. 8-1 is the score. San Diego on top. We'll be right back.
We would like to take a moment to recognize just how far-reaching the impact of our brave men and women who serve the military reaches. If you are currently serving in any of our armed forces branches, please stand so we can give you a huge Tacoma Stars ovation. Please remain standing. If you are a veteran who served our military in the past, please stand with your brothers and sisters in arms so we can thank you. Please remain standing, veterans. If you have a family member or loved one who has served or is currently serving in the military, please stand. You too know a part of that sacrifice. Fans, if you are not currently standing, please do so now. We are all one country. We are one America, the greatest family in the world. And that is all thanks to the great men and women who serve to protect our freedom. We love you, we thank you, and today we celebrate you, fans. One more round of applause and holler for our brave and honorable soldiers. Happy Military Appreciation Night from our family to yours.
We're back live at the Accesso Showwear Center. Beautiful downtown Kent, Washington. Restart here on Military Appreciation Night by Boris Pardo. He plays it long down to Brian Farber. Brian Farber with a foot race with Ramon Palmer, and Palmer ends up winning the ball for Tacoma, and Taylor Bond with it. Now he plays it to McNeely, but McNeely can't get there. Bond wins it back. It's cleared out, but kicked back up in there by Cesar Cerda. Restart for Tacoma. 6:50 remaining in the third quarter. McNeely long down low to Vince McCluskey in the corner. McCluskey turns, loses the ball. Got Red Foo here, LMFAO on the soundtrack here at the Accesso Showwear Center. 8-1 is the score. Tacoma needs to get some party rock going on here if they want to get back into this game. And they are running out of time to do so. And only 7 shots on goal so far for Tacoma tonight. None of them have been clean except for the goal by Taylor Bond. And San Diego's defense just relentless tonight. Restart here coming up. Played over to Pardo. Pardo pressured by Keats. Forces it down low to Tovar. Tovar flicks it up to himself. Heads it in. Saved by Waltman. Waltman loops it up to Pereira. Leaves it off for Jertson. Jertson tried to break through, but it's 1-on-4. And he pulls it back. Keats now. Pereira couldn't get it. It's deflected up into the San Diego bench. And a restart coming up for San Diego. Nick Pereira still directing traffic here, trying to get his team back in this thing, and a foul's going to be called against Trevor Jensen as he held up Brandon Escoto. The fouls are piling up for both teams.
First fouls on Tacoma Stars number 5, Trevor Jensen. His first foul and second foul tonight.
So now Escoto beaten to the ball by Raphael Cox, plays it across to Hansen. Hansen back to Waltman. Waltman looking for space. Finds Hansen on the near side, pressured. Zé Roberto in the game. Haven't seen much of him tonight. And now Pardo comes out, and it's going to be a blue card on Pardo as he came out and fouled. It looked like it was Cox down there in the corner. You see here on the replay, it's actually Jensen, and wow, I don't know. But a blue card nonetheless is going to be issued against the Sockers. And Pardo waving off the help there in the corner as he seems to be okay. Training staff coming out nevertheless just to check. Now the officials coming over to make the call. And we're going to wait to see what the call is here. San Diego with an 8-1 lead right now, 5:01 remaining in the quarter. We'll look at the replay again. Pardo comes out, kicks it, and to me it looks like Jensen just runs into him, so I don't know what the officials saw. Nevertheless, it is a blue card against San Diego. Discussion still being had here between Pardo and the official.
5 minutes, 1 second remaining in the third quarter.
That's Shane Butler on the call.
Issued to San Diego Sockers keeper number 27, Boris Pardo, being served by number 37, Craig Childs.
So Craig Childs is going to serve the penalty. San Diego, with their penalty kill unit out there, Tacoma breaks out the 6th attacker to go 6-on-4. Not a bad move by them. Troy Peterson puts on the pink jersey. Now flicks over. Shot comes in, and the shot and the score! Jamail Cox off the restart puts it in for Tacoma, and they get back. It's 8-2. Jertson with the assist, and we are back to even strength. 4:56 remaining here in the third quarter. 8-2 is the score, and now the question is, can Tacoma build on that last goal, or will San Diego score quickly like they did the last time? Time will tell. Childs with the header back. Lovegrove with the shot just wide off the boards, and now Palmer flicks it up to Hansen. We've got a 2-on-1. Hansen looks for a streaking Bond, plays it down low, blocked down there by the defender, and now Pardo comes in and snags the ball out of midair. Oliveira now pressured up top by Philip Lund. Plays it back to Pardo. Pardo down low, won by McNeely. Flick back to Pardo, and we'll do this all over again. 4:10 remaining in the third quarter. And now a foul's going to be called on Trevor Jensen as he comes into the back of Lovegrove. So 8-2 is the score. The goal by Jamail Cox on the power play. Serta with it, stolen by Lund. Now here comes Palmer. Palmer with 2 men on him. Tries to play it down to Lund, can't do it, wins it back, and it's played back to Pardo. Troy Peterson keeping the pink jersey on, so look for Tacoma to maintain the extra attacker for the remainder of this game. As McCluskey gets the ball here, plays it back to Waltman. Waltman traps it with his feet, plays it to McNeely. Now Waltman comes off, and here comes Peterson into the game. 6-on-5 for Tacoma. Here comes Palmer. Ramon Palmer plays it wide, just over the head of Kyrell, but Kyrell able to maintain possession, gets it to Peterson. Peterson now to Palmer. Palmer down low to McCluskey, flicks it inside. Could have been a foul, no foul called. Kyrell with it. Now Palmer. Peterson tracks back to get it. Peterson now to McNeely. McNeely resets. Peterson up top, finds Kyrell. The Jet with it over to McNeely. McNeely with the low shot, blocked in front. Held in by Tacoma, won back by Kyrell. Kyrell with the shot just wide. And Pardo gets the ball. And now Peterson scrambles back to the sideline, and Waltman takes his place in goal. And now a foul's going to be called on McNeely for winning a header. And the crowd not liking that, and I think both sides probably with a lot of gripes tonight, as that is not a foul in any way, shape, or form. And both sides feeling the effect of some questionable calls tonight by the officials. .2:17 remaining in the quarter. 8-2 is the score. San Diego on top here in downtown Kent, Washington. Escoto with it, plays it down low to Tovar. Tovar in the quarter, bodied up by Jensen. Jensen wins it back and gets it to McCluskey. McCluskey down in the corner, held in by Clare. One back by Palmer. Now here comes Palmer. 1-on-3, but Kyrell looking to join him. Kyrell tries to win it in the corner, and it is played out of there by Gonzales, and now a foul is going to be called on Kyrell. Darren Sawatsky is not a happy man right now.
This foul's on Tacoma Stars number 16, Joseph Kyrell.
So 1:35 remaining. Waltman out, Peterson in. Peterson with it over to McCluskey. McCluskey, actually that's Chase Hansen. And now Keats with it. Hansen. Now Pereira. Pereira across the field to Keats. Keats down low. That's Jertson down there. Now Hansen to Jertson. Played off the boards, deflected by a defender that was Serta, and Pardo wins it back, but throws it and loses it to Keats. Tacoma with it. Keats lays it off, flicks it back over. Shot comes in by Jertson, headed by Keats and just wide. Missed opportunity for Tacoma as San Diego now looks to break it out. Childs plays it over to Sosa, and Sosa peels back and gets it to Pardo. 32 seconds remaining in the quarter. Golden opportunity there for Tacoma, and a couple shots went just wide. So now Ruiz off the boards, finds Childs. Childs and McNeely battling, and now McNeely called for a foul. That's just two guys going for the ball, and McNeely's called for the foul. And now McNeely and Childs getting into it. And now a yellow card's been issued to somebody. So Joey Jertson with the yellow card for dissent. That's a 5-minute non-power play. But the officials have lost control of the plot here. And with 10 seconds remaining in the quarter, San Diego's going to look to just ride this one out. But here comes Ruiz. Ruiz plays it to Lovegrove. Lovegrove with a shot smothered by Waltman. And we'll go to the fourth quarter with the score San Diego 8 and Tacoma 2. We'll be right back on MASL TV.
It is that time to get out those mini balls that you purchased earlier today and get ready to throw them into our Tacoma Stars target, our beautiful, stunning decal Tacoma Stars target. You'll have the opportunity to throw into any of our open windows for a chance to win a sweet experience to an upcoming Stars game. Also, front row tickets. Once again, if you get your ball into the minivan, all these successful tosses will be gathered into a pile and we will draw for the suite and front row tickets. So give that mini ball a toss. Once again, mini balls were $2. You can buy as many as you wanted. Of course, the more you buy, the more opportunity you have to get it through that open van window. Got Jason Foster driving for us tonight. Jason, give us a honkaroo. There you go, Jason. All right, the van will come back down to the other side of the field. You have one more opportunity. Jason will flip it in reverse and head back down to the other side of the field. One more opportunity to get those mini balls inside the van. Once again, we'll have a drawing for successful tosses, and the grand prize will be a sweet experience to an upcoming Stars game. Second place, we'll get front row tickets to an upcoming Stars game. All right, Jason's bringing the van back down to the other end of the field. If you have any mini balls left, this is your last chance to toss them in that open window. You got one open window on each side. Can we get one more, at least one more mini ball in one of those windows? And Perry dishing out mini balls himself, giving fans an opportunity to get it in. All right, once again, all successful tosses will be gathered into a pile and we will draw for the grand prize of a sweet experience and front row tickets to an upcoming Stars game. Thank you so much for buying Tacoma Stars mini balls, and come on to our next game for an opportunity to do it once again. Fans, please turn your attention to the video board. It's time for tonight's collision of the game, brought to you by Center Collision. That's tonight's Center Collision of the game. Whether you've just been in an accident, need your car repaired, have a cracked windshield, air conditioning issues, or damage to your paint, Center Collision handles it, keeps you informed, and gets the job done right. Visit centercollision.com today.
We are back for the fourth quarter of action here at the Accesso Showwear Center. 15 minutes remaining and the score, San Diego 8, Tacoma 2. Tacoma got one back and they're going to start the fourth quarter with Troy Peterson as the sixth attacker. He plays it down to Lund. Lund across the field to Hansen. Hansen to Palmer. Palmer double teamed in the corner. Back to Hansen. Crossfield to Keats. Keats down low to Lund. Lund back to Keats. Keats to Peterson. Perimeter game right now for the Stars. Nothing going down low. Taylor Bond in the middle with 4 men around him. And Tacoma not able to get an open look at the goal. Peterson now with it. Finds Hansen in the middle to Bond. Bond with a shot! Saved, fingertip save by Pardo. Held in by Tacoma. Keats tries to maintain possession and can't. And now Palmer wins it back, and a foul's going to be called against Tacoma again. And the Tacoma players are livid right now.
Last fouls on Tacoma Stars number 21, that's Bond. Taylor Bond. His first foul.
So they're going to call that on Bond. And now Pardo's got it. Palmer with the pressure. He's got Contreras and Oliveira flanking him. Gets it to Oliveira, who takes it up into the middle. Oliveira, left-footed shot, saved by Peterson in the goal. Wonderful save by Peterson. And now Philip Lund taking off the ball. Oliveira again, another shot, another save. Another shot, another save. A foot save by Peterson. Oh my goodness. Troy Peterson just owned Luan Oliveira as he just blocked 3 shots in a row. Unbelievable sequence, and Tacoma dodging a big bullet. Now McCluskey down low in the corner. McCluskey to Lund. Lund blocked out of there, and now Claire with a breakaway. Finds Childs. Childs can shoot if he wants. Gets it back to Claire. Passes behind him. And now McCluskey and Claire go into the boards. The foul's going to be called against Claire. And boy, I think both players are not in a good spot right now. See here on the replay. Oof. That did not look fun. McCluskey's back went right into the top of the boards there at the San Diego bench. It looked like Claire might have wrenched his neck a little bit. Claire up. McCluskey's still down, but he's going to get up now. He's going to be sore in the morning, though. Both players able to get up and move around on their own power, so that's good. Restart coming up for the Stars at the San Diego bench side of the field. Sixth attacker on. Troy Peterson just made 3 great saves in the goalkeeper position. Gets it to McNeely. Restart back underway here. Peterson to McNeely. McNeely forced back. Lovegrove pressuring Peterson. Peterson plays it in to the stands. Restart coming up. San Diego. 12:25 remaining in the game. 8-2 still the score here. Pardo and Oliveira. Pardo plays it long. Headed out of there by McNeely. Waltman back in the game. That's Lovegrove. Tried to win it for San Diego, but won by Hansen. Headed back to Waltman. And here comes Waltman off the bench. Now longer way for him to run now. Going right to left here from my vantage point. So there's Jamail. Finds Hansen across to McNeely. McNeely with Pereira in the middle. Gets it back to Peterson. Peterson, Pereira. Back to Peterson. The double team comes so quick on Pereira, and it has all night. Nowhere for him to go with the ball. And now it's one away. Lovegrove now with the shot. Lovegrove all the way down. It's going to be just wide. So Lovegrove with the chance at the open netter couldn't get it, and it's still 8-2. Tovar intercepts that pass headed for Kyrell. Now Oliveira back to Tovar. Plays it to a streaking Gonzales, but won back by Jamail. Jamail now to Peterson. Peterson to McNeely. McNeely plays it back to Troy, and Tacoma restarts the action. Hansen looking for somebody to make a move, and Peterson gives it up, but it's one back, and here's Bond. Bond with the chip and the score! Taylor Bond gets one more back for Tacoma. It's 8-3. 10:43 remaining in the fourth quarter, and Taylor Bond with his second goal of the night. A nice little chip up over the defense. And don't count the Stars out yet.
Stars third goal. Scored by number 21.
And give Ramon Palmer the assist as Taylor Bond gets his second goal of the night. And Tacoma inching closer here.
His second goal of the night.
Gonna have a final for you here in just a second from El Paso, and the final.
Goal assist by number 10, Ramon Palmer.
Last I saw it was 8-7, and El Paso comes away with a win over Ontario. Final score 10-8, so a big win for the Coyotes, not only for their playoff chances, but keeps the Stars close with Ontario, with the next two games coming up, or two of the next three games, excuse me, coming up against the Fury. Next weekend, the Stars take on the Fury and the Turlock Express down in California. And then they'll close out the season with back-to-back Friday games against Ontario and Kansas City. 9:37 remaining. Tacoma looking to get back in this thing. Ramon Palmer double team, plays it back to Peterson. Peterson to Keats. Keats back to Peterson. Peterson with the shot, goes just wide. Held in by Raphael. The shot just close on the near side. Kept in by Keats. Here come the Stars some more. Pereira to Keats. Keats with a shot. Keats with a shot that's saved. Held in by Cox. Pardo with another save. He's been magnificent tonight. Now Peterson with McNeely streaking down the sideline. Raphael Cox. Long distance shot blocked by San Diego. And now Peterson and Escoto. Escoto comes away with it. Escoto on the near side. Tries to get a shot away. Can't do it. The shot came in by Childs and it went just wide. And now Ramon Palmer with a chance. Palmer slid in there. Blocked by Farber. And McNeely comes in and knocks it up into the netting. Back-to-back action. It's wild here at the Showare Center. Yellow card by Jertson has been served, and he makes his way back to the Stars bench. 8-3 is the score. 8:33 remaining in the game. Pardo with the restart, flicks it down, finds Tovar. Tovar plays it back to Pardo. And now some heavy high pressure now by Tacoma, but Serta makes a run down the near sideline and gets the ball. Plays it down low into the corner. One back by Tacoma. Here comes Lund. Lund finds Palmer. Palmer tries to win it back but loses it to Clare. Matt Clare, and he can't dribble through the defense, and now here comes Tacoma. Taylor Bond with it. Gets it to Keats. Keats circles around and he's fouled by Tovar. Quick restart, and now Lund with it on the near side. Lund to Jertson. Jertson back to Lund. Lund with the shot blocked by Clare. Held in by the Stars. Pereira tried to find Lund, couldn't do it, and now it's flicked down and out of play by Eric Tovar. And now a timeout.
60-second timeout called on the field.
Timeout on the field by the officials with 7:39 remaining in the game. And we'll be right back.
I know you have them deep down inside. You might not have ever played the actual bongo, but now's your chance to get pretty darn close. It's time for Tacoma Stars Bongo Camp. There you go. Michael Jordan on a bongo. I like the impression. Well done, sir. And there you go. go. I knew you wanted a bongo. I knew you did. Here you go, ladies. I need some more bongoing. I need some more bongoing. Harder. There you go. Keep playing. Oh, lost him. Fell behind the bongos. That's a good way to get a concussion, sir. Use those hands. That's the movie guru. I remember him. Well done, sir. Hey, so the kiddos interested in soccer?
Well, here we go. 7:39 remaining in the game. My quest to get on Bongo Cam once again falls short of the mark. But that's the secondary story. The primary story tonight, Tacoma trying to get back in this game. Pereira now in the corner. Pereira bodied up by Zay Roberto. Back to Peterson. Peterson now finds McNeely. McNeely to Kyrell. Kyrell flicks it into the corner. Jertson with it. Flicks it back to McCluskey, and he loses it to Lovegrove, and Lovegrove fires it into the stands. It's going to be a restart at the top for Tacoma.
For questions or to register, visit TacomaStars.com. Register today and give your kids the gift of soccer. President's Day, February 19th.
So Pereira is going to take it from the top. Cox brothers down low. Pereira leaves it off for Jertson, plays it across to Lund. Lund into the corner, held in by Cox. Jamail over to Lund. Lund in the corner. Pereira wide through everybody. Held in. Shot in by Jertson. Tried to head out by Oliveira. The shot comes in wide by Jamail and goes over the boards and into the stands. Restart San Diego, 6:56 remaining. My name is John McLamry. I'll be taking you home tonight from the Accesso Showwear Center. 8-3 is the score. Long ball into the corner by Pardo. Elbowed out of there by Keats. Make that shouldered out of there. Elbowing would be illegal. And now Keats comes away with it. Tried to play it long down the line, but Childs comes away with it. And Childs beats Waltman again. Far post, lower corner. Childs with the hat trick once again for San Diego. And it is 9-3.
Soccer's ninth goal scored by number 37, Greg Childs. His third goal tonight.
So Craig Childs once again putting the hurt on the Stars defense. So he ups his season total of points to 13 in 4 games against Tacoma. My math tells me that's 3.25 points per game, and that's pretty good. So, the Stars down 6 again. 6:14 remaining. 6th attacker still on the field. Jamail with it. Curls it inside. Bodied up by Serta. Cox to Jensen to Bond. Bond double teamed in the corner and loses it out. Now McNeely forced to go back and get it. That was Velez, Eddie Velez with the defensive play for San Diego. Now Cox plays it down there. Farber with it. Tries to get it to Escoto, but only as far as Cox. And now here comes Peterson. McNeely now has it. McNeely to Peterson. Down low to Jamail. Jamail to Hansen. Hansen can't control it. Escoto can't get it, and here comes Peterson. And now McNeely takes it. to the Great Dane, Philip Lund, still sitting on 14 goals this season, make it 15. And the shot, no good. Palmer keeps it in, over to Peterson. Peterson finds Bond. Bond trying to turn and shoot, finds Hansen. Hansen shoots it high. Bond couldn't get a head on it. And now to San Diego, shoots it long and shoots it in. Empty netter. And San Diego gets into double figures. I didn't see who shot that. So Brandon Escoto, yeah, he comes in and just flicks it down the field. So Brandon Escoto with 4 points tonight, 2 goals, 2 assists. Craig Childs with 3 goals. Eric Tovar, 2 goals and an assist. Lots of points being had by the San Diego offense. 10-3 is the score. 4:42 remaining in the game. So big games coming up the next 2 weekends for the Stars if they want to take the number 2 spot from the Ontario Fury. They're half game behind the Fury right now. They're actually even right now until the end of this game, and barring a miracle, they'll end up being a half game behind. They travel to Ontario on Friday, and then Saturday play the Turlock Express in Turlock, California. And then they come home, the next home game, the 23rd. Friday the 23rd against the Ontario Fury. And they'll close out the season on the 2nd of March against the Kansas City Comets. So, Gonzales with it. Claire. Sosa. Pardo. Gonzales to Pardo. Now Sosa. 3:30 remaining in the game. And here comes San Diego. Nope, they're going to pull it back. And it's Sosa with it. Calling off the dogs, it looks like. 3:19 remaining. And Tacoma just can't get the ball back. Here comes Hiram Ruiz. And now a blue card again for Pereira, as Lovegrove went for it. And the call came from all the way across the field. The official that was 10 feet away from the action did not call the blue card. The guy that was 60 feet away did. We'll take. Yeah, I mean, he went in foot up and got Lovegrove right in the toes. But it's tough. They're both going for the ball, so. Nevertheless, power play for San Diego. 10-3 is the score. San Diego content to probably just let this clock run out. Oliveira over to Escoto. Sosa.
Blue card issued to Tacoma Stars number 22, Nick Pereira. Brings up a 2-minute power play for the San Diego.
Sosa. Escoto. And earlier I said the games next weekend are Friday, Saturday. They're actually Thursday, Friday. The 15th against Ontario on Friday. The 16th is, 15th is Thursday. The 16th is Friday. And then Tacoma will be back here at the Accesso Show Art Center on the 23rd against Ontario. So 3 must-win games coming up for Tacoma. Now Oliveira leaves it off.
60 seconds remaining in the Sockers power play. 60 seconds.
Oliveira. Childs, Sosa, flicks it in. Ball came in off the boards and Oliveira crashed it but couldn't get it on frame. And now Kyrell looking to break out. It's 1-on-3, 1-on-4 now. And Kyrell fouled by Oliveira. Actually, that's Troy Peterson. I apologize. I'm so used to seeing him in pink. Keats down low with it. Stars still on the penalty kill for another 27 seconds. Keats circles around. Plays it down low to Cox. Cox gets it off the board. Circles back around. Gets it to Keats, who tries to leave it back off for Cox, and he loses it. Now here comes Eric Tovar. Tovar pulls it back and plays it back to the center circle. That's Sosa.
The Stars are back to full strength.
Penalty kill successful the first time of the night. And now here comes Pereira. Pereira pushed into the corner by Claire. Pereira making some moves. Got around Claire but couldn't get past John Sosa. And now here comes Escoto looking for point number 5. Escoto with some step overs. Escoto peels it back, plays it down in the middle, and now it's pushed back by Claire. 31 seconds remaining in the game. 10-3 is the score.
Congratulations, Harley Tucker.
Tough game tonight for Tacoma, but a master plan and efficiency by the San Diego Sockers. They're going to come out of here with a 13-3 record. Tacoma will leave. They'll leave at 8-10 with 4 games remaining, and a lot of work to do to get into the playoffs. And the time is going to run out here from the Shower Center, and San Diego's going to leave victorious as they take a 10-3 decision over the Tacoma Stars. They broke it open in the second quarter, and nothing the Stars could do to get back into the game. So we will see you back here in 2 weeks' time as Tacoma takes on the Ontario Fury on the 23rd here at the Accesso Showwear Center. We'll see you then, and be sure to tune in next weekend as the Stars take on Ontario and Turlock. Thank you for joining me tonight. My name is John McGlamory. As always, a pleasure bringing you the action, and we'll see you in a couple weeks.